here, Hot Mesh Mom. I need to grab pipe cleaners real quick. And one thing that I forgot, so let me grab that. Crazy. Hi guys. So we're gonna work on this Diva here. Let me pull this up. I have an overhead light, so you'll see this. Let me turn these side lights on so we get some good lights here. So I kind of angled her so she's not like super bright right there, and it's a little dusty and there's glitter everywhere already. But so this is my new Diva. I did paint her off camera because I wasn't sure how I would like it, but I absolutely love her. So I am getting ready to go pick up Owen here just after 2 o'clock my time. I'm West Coast, in case you didn't know. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Owen gets out at 2:25, so I'll leave a little bit after 2 to go get him, because he always is slow walking out to the car. I don't do car line. That is just way too stressful for me, so I park in a neighborhood around the corner, and then he walks from there. Anyways, okay, so say hi when you come on, and if you're watching the replay, let me know. I haven't been live in so long, you guys. The only thing I can say is life, and I'm working through all of that stuff, but I'm making a new plan that, let me get rid of this gum, that I'm going to use the time that I have while the kids are at school. Now, I have a dog. If she starts barking, I'm so sorry. I'll probably be able to get her calmed down, but she barks at everything. So anyways, this part right here is the wreath rail part. This is where you're going to add your pipe cleaners. I have some here. You're going to add your pipe cleaners so you can add, you know, the hair piece that you want to put on here. I'm not the expert on these. I'm just going to show you how you can attach the hair, and then you decide what kind you want. Judging by how the hairline is, her hair is kind of curly, so this is going to look so good, I think, by the way we do it. Now, if I'm not doing it how you would like to do it, then you do it your way. I just hope I inspire you. I am going to take pipe cleaners, and I am going to cut them in half, because we don't need to put a bunch of ribbon on here. Now you can, but I'm just going to do the mesh so I can show you how to attach it without it looking, you know, ginormous up here. So so it looks like her hair is pretty short on the sides. We want it not coming down this way. We want it to kind of go up a little bit, or you can have it come down. But I'm using black value mesh. It looks like this, okay? And looking at this, I want to make sure that when I put the mesh on here, that I'm covering so you don't see the holes. Now, when I paint these, I only paint right here. You can paint the whole thing. I say you don't have to, because your mesh is going to cover it. But I'm not going to do that. If you want to, go ahead. So I'm going to fold these in half. Let me get these cut. We're just going to start with a few of these. So judging by how much space I have here, and this is a smaller rail, I kind of want to do like a 1, 2, 3, and then probably another 2 up here. I think I want to actually get 5 up here. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this one right here and not go out here. Use this. So maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll do 4 right here, and then maybe 2 and then 1. Let's try it. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do. You guys, I cannot find my 6-inch mesh. So this is 10 inches. I'm gonna show you 2 different ways. So if you're going to use the 6-inch or the 5-inch mesh, I'm going to show you how you could do this. Let's cut this at 10 inches. So here's 10-inch mesh at 10 inches. We're going to do a really tight curl. Okay, and you're just going to roll it. Yeah, you can see me. You're just going to roll it like this. Actually, I'm going to do it the other way because this is the frayed edge. I want this inside because it's looking like it's already going to come apart. So roll it kind of tight, almost like a taquito. Okay, so see how tight that is? Now you can, you don't want to touch this a whole bunch because it starts to fray, but you can cut this. I've done that too, and it just looks, you know, you're going to have to get it on here and you're going to have to cut the frays away. It's a little messy, but it works. So if you like these smaller curls, you could do that. I'm going to actually probably fold it in half a little bit like this, I think. I don't think 4 is going to be enough. So I'm going to change this. Let me get a clip. This is why I love doing this, to show you and so you can decide which process you want to do. Where's all of my, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing all of my clothespins. So we're just going to use this. So let's pause on that one. Let's get these on here first. I'm skipping around. Okay, so I'm going to come right here. I think I'm going to do a ruffle and then do the curls on the inside. So just put this right here like this. And I want it to be, I think I want it this way because I'm going to do it like that. Maybe like this. Let's see. Let's see what we do. I'm game planning as we go. So you can see if you like it like this or not. Okay. So cut pipe cleaner in half and fold it over. Now, if you're going to put ribbon and all kinds of stuff, embellishments and more stuff in on top of the mesh, I would say don't cover it. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you how to do the mesh. Because people ask me all the time, and I guess it just depends on what style you're looking for. I say experiment and see if that's what you like. I think I'm going to go right here. No, I think it needs to be right here. Come on. There we go. I think that'll be okay. We'll see. And then there's not one right here in the middle, so I'm going to go right here on this. And then let's do this one right here. Okay. Now, if you're here because you like sublimation, I did post a video earlier about how I did a wreath rail from start to finish. Like basically I started with the blank, how I did my sub on wood process all the way to making the actual wreath with it in one video. That was a fun day. I got to move you around so you kind of see a little bit behind the scenes. So that was posted earlier, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I cleaned off my table. I did take before and after pictures too, so I want to show you that. Okay, so let's get this cut. I'm going to do, I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that? Yep, I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, the outside. So when I do these, I always do the outside in, because as I do the top ones here, it's going to lay on top of those. So let's do 10 inches. Actually, I'm not going to use the scissors because it's just going to get in my way. So I need 4 of these. Oop. Okay, and then from here, we're just going to, like, I'm going to fold the edge in because I don't want that edge to start fraying. You're just going to fold it in a little bit, and then I'm going to ruffle it like this. And then this is going to go here. Now, you can put this in like this, which is going to spread out more. I want it to be more of like this, I think. I don't think that's going to cover it. I don't think those curls are going to cover it. And I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to have to probably cut another Diva. but I want it to be out like that, I think. Let me see. You know what? We're just going to experiment. Let me cut this. I kind of want this to be a little bit shorter like this. So instead of it being poofy here, I want it to be curls out. Okay, so I'm playing in my head as I do this with you guys. I think if I were to do this, I would cut this just to make it a little bit shorter, and I would probably do maybe I would add another row, so maybe have 8 of these all the way. I want to come down here to the bottom to where it's covering the rail part, so you don't see that, and just do this all the way like that, and then do another row of curls so then it's laying on top like that. I think that's what I would do. Let me do that one next time. I'm going to finish with this and see if we can get this worked out here. Okay, so fold it. You're just going to fold it, and I'm just going to walk my fingers down the middle just to make this ruffle, and then fold it in half here, and then you're going to make this little nub, and then this part is the part that's going to go into the tie here. So 4 might not be enough, but I didn't want it so poofy, but I think that's going to look so cute with how small it is. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it comes out. Oops, this one I want it to be in more. Okay. Get that in here. And I would say if you want it to be smaller, you don't want it to stick out as much as I have it, just make your nub right here a little bit bigger to where it brings that part in, okay? One more. I think we're going to do this on the whole one. I think I was having 2 different ideas in my brain, and I don't think it's going to work out that way. But I like doing the curls all the way around, so I will have to do that next time. I'm waiting on my delivery of material, and it might not be here until Thursday. So, okay, look at that. Now, I might have to do more. Let's do another one. Let me see. Actually, let me see how I'm going to get this to go. Fold it and then ruffle it. See, you can still see through there. So I think it's going to depend how and what you're putting on here, how you want it to show. Now, I normally do, when I do my divas, to hide all of this stuff that I'm doing here, I would definitely add a bow right here. Ooh, that would look cute. Or some flowers, maybe a big flower, a big rose. But see how I just covered this up right here? But it's so see-through that I'm thinking we might have to do, let me try 15 inches. I just want to see what it's going to look like. So you guys can decide if that's what you want to go with instead of the 10 inches, just because it looks like that. See, that's still kind of see-through, but the 15 inches gives more. So I'm going to save this one for the middle. Let me do another 10. So I'm thinking of flower. I don't have any flowers here. I don't even know where my floral bucket is. Probably in storage. It's not in the garage. So that part is what it is. Okay, this one I didn't fold in half. I'm just going to put it right here like this, and then we're going to hide the pipe cleaners, and then move this over like this. These other ones, you can hide the pipe cleaners, just fold them down so we get them out from the middle like that. So I want this part of the mesh to hide this right here, and I want this part of this mesh to hide this part. So you see, other than it being see-through, maybe paint the black, the top part black, so it matches your mesh color. And then that covers that. And then here, this is where I'm going to take the 15-inch. I'm not going to fold it. I'm just going to do this. I might have to put another one here in the middle. Let me see how this looks. Let's see if we can get it. And then have this go up like that, and then put another one. But you see right here what I'm talking about, if you put a flower right there, do I have anything in here? You know what would look really cute is, you know how you do your, people take fabric and they roll it up and they make like flowers, like a rose. I need to put something here. Let's do another pipe cleaner, and I'm going to go into that one. I'm going to see how we can hide that. If you guys have any suggestions, throw them at me. You know I'm open to it. I love experimenting with you guys and showing you how I can do this. That way it gives you guys an idea. Because I'm a very visual person. When I watch someone, I don't even need to hear them. I just watch them, and I'm already getting ideas on how I would do it differently. That if you guys are the same way, this may help you with that same. See, I don't really want it like that. I don't want a nub. I don't want you to see the pipe cleaners. I want this to be hidden. So, oh, see, something like that might be cute. Just do it like that, and have a little piece of her. I'm gonna make a bigger nub like this. I'm gonna have one go up, or maybe we have it come down. Ooh, that would be cute. And then I can hide this right there like that, because she already has this little curl right here, right? So I kind of want one to go up to hide that way, but I want this one down. So I'm just going to cut it, you guys. No. Hold on. I'm trying to decide. Look, I'm going to do something funny. I'm just going to make this into a knot right here like this. Okay. I'm going to have this curl. Let's fix this curl right here. And then kind of do it like that. But how am I going to get this? Get all the fray. How am I going to get this to hide there? Well, you know what? Let's just be creative, right? Because we're creative people. I'm going to just feed this pipe cleaner. Actually, no. Back. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. I'm going to untie this. Okay. Just follow me. I'm going to put this on here like this. So we're going to attach the little pipe cleaner like this. Okay. Let's see if I can get this to work. So it's out, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot, just so we have that finished knot, and you're not going to see the pipe cleaner. Okay. So pipe cleaner still sticking out, and we're just going to make this knot kind of go right here where the pipe cleaner is, and then fix this. We don't want it all smashed. We definitely don't want this part smashed. And then we're going to have, look at all this fray. Then we're going to have this going in through there, and then hopefully we can get this moved. If I would do this over again, I would probably add one more. So if I had 4 here, I'd add 5. I have 3 here, I'd add 4. And then still, I'm kind of liking this idea right here of this part. So let me twist this tighter. And I'm just going to feed this through the little rail holes. Maybe. And see if we can cover that part to where you're really not going to see it. You still see a little bit, but I'm going to have to figure out how to cover that. Maybe with another one right there. Let me do something real quick. Not bad. I'm going to do another 10-inch. And this one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it and curl it. Let me undo this part a little bit. So just going to have to get creative here. Because I have this idea in my head and I want you guys to have the concept. I'm going to put this like on top of each other. Like that. Ooh, okay. So I just did it in reverse. Put this piece behind the knot, and then I'm going to put this in here, and then we're going to fix it. So which part is the curl? There's the curls there. So let me open this. Goes here, like to the side, and then that little curl is going to be in front. And then I want these guys to the back or to the, up there, and then she's going to have her little curl right there. Okay, flipping her over so I can do this. Now when you do these pipe cleaners in the back, you can just twist it off. You don't want it to come apart, and then you can feed it back through the hole. I'm just going to like shove it in there so it's nice and flat. See that? I'm just, these ones we don't want to come out through the hole. Okay. And her little curl right there. We want these kind of fluffed out so they hide the rest of this. This one here, let's get her opened up like that. And she has her little curl right here. Let me open this up because it's not really like a curl. It's like an open curl. So you still see a little bit of her hairline here. And then she has her one little curl. If this is too much, I would back this off a little bit. Maybe do the knot up a little bit or a little lower so you have a little bit more right there. But there is one way to do her hair. Now you can see through it, right? Because I'm using value mesh. But if I had painted this black, it would probably make all the difference. So if you have better mesh, it would work perfect. Just black pipe cleaners, or maybe you're doing brown or whatever color hair. I like to coordinate so they don't stick out. And then adding this little curl right here, I think that's cute. I wonder if I could do like, almost if I pin this overnight and made it to where it's going to curl up. No, I don't think that's going to work. But you guys get the idea. How cute is that? And I was able to cover this part right here without adding a flower, but I think it would still look cute if you had a flower right there, or like a fabric flower, or I don't know, a rose, pretty pink rose to go with her lips. How cute is that? Let me hold it in a way that you guys can see her, just like that. And there's the top. I'm going to take some pictures. And yeah, there we go. I'm glad I did that. Now I have a little bit better idea of how to do her better next time. And I hope that inspires you to obviously do it better, because I am not the expert with the divas. I just inspire you to make them better. So new diva in my shop. You can get her unpainted, which everything that you see here comes with the line. I just paint in the lines, and then you can get her unpainted or painted, and she would come like this, unless you say, oh, you want red lips, then I would do red lips. And then this, when you're picking out her skin color that you want, this is the dark one. If you look on some of my other listings, I do have an example. I do dark, medium, and light, and this is the dark one. So I'm going to run, get ready to go get Owen from school, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.